You're watching WKYT News at noon.
Welcome back. Barbara Bailey in with Bill Bryant. You'll need to keep the umbrella and the shovel handy today. Rain is moving into the area, and then it's going to turn to snow. How crazy.
Don't ask what's next, right? We have declared a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day because of the wintry weather. Let's begin with meteorologist Micah Harris, who's keeping track of the forecast. Micah.
Yeah, if you think this has been some crazy weather the past, 7 to 8 days, you just wait till tonight, because tonight we're going to go from really heavy rain to really heavy snow in about an hour or two. I mean, it's going to be a quick switch over later on tonight once we actually get those temperatures down. Look at the roadways. Anywhere you go, roadways are looking pretty good. You go down into the southern half of our viewing area off towards southeast. That's where it's really messy. It's very wet down there, but we're starting to see that rain really take over, and it's pretty heavy, and it's heading northbound. So just keep in mind, if you're trying to knock out some plans, run some errands, you're here in Lexington, Frankfort, northern zones, off toward BG Parkway, you'll want to do it now because the rain will start to increase here in the next couple of hours. Southern half, you're going to be sucked in for quite some time because it's just going to be one shower after another. Howard Rogers Parkway, it's pretty soaked as you're traveling. The heavy rain will take over in towards your afternoon, and it's going to be widespread too. Virtually everybody will see the rain. Farther north you are, better likelihood of actually staying out of that rain shield. Nonetheless, what we are going to be watching is the transition. Where will it transition over? What is it going to transition over into first? Is it going to be a little sleet mixed in? Because that will cut down on some of those totals. And when? Those are the questions right there. We're going to talk about that with your flooding and accumulation coming up.
Get those details in a bit, and we think the rain could actually help crews trying to clear the roads of yesterday's snow.
With most main roads cleared overnight, snow plows are now concentrating on side roads. WKYT's Mark Barber begins our First Alert Weather Team coverage with a look at the conditions. Mark.
Good afternoon, Barbara. Slippery side streets like this one. If you take a look behind me, you can see just how hard it is to make out where the sidewalk ends and the road begins. It's all white, completely covered in snow, and it's not showing many signs of improvement. This one here, it's in Hamburg, but if you go across the city, side streets are all going to look just like this one. Now, while they're not showing any improvement yet, road crews are hopeful that that will change when rain moves in a little later this afternoon. Now, they're thinking that that rain will help eat through the snow, break down to the street level. They say it's going to give them some extra help clearing these side streets. Now, the rain could be the only improvement that these neighborhood roads will see because there's not enough snow here for the city to plow them. Road crews only clear side streets if there's more than 8 inches of snow. There's about 2 inches on the ground here in Hamburg. Now, the snow has created many slick spots, and police, they've been working crash after crash. Yesterday, they worked 90 crashes after the snow started falling. So far today, they've worked 27 crashes. People were hurt in 5 of those wrecks. Some drivers who usually take side roads to work are steering clear of them today until conditions start to improve. Many people did have some extra time to find their way to work today, though, because many businesses open late due to these snowy roads.
We actually go in about 9 o'clock in the morning, but they gave us the word last night not to come in until about 11, but I was already up at 6 shoveling, so I had to take my fiance to work at 8. But I didn't take the side roads because obviously they were really bad.
While crews are hopeful that the rain will help start clearing away a lot of the snow that's on these side streets, they do say it is going to wash away a lot of the salt that they've put down on the roads. And that, of course, would be a very bad thing considering that we're going to have more snow coming as well. So what they say they're going to do is they're going to watch the conditions, and if they need to, they're going to go ahead and put more road salt down on the roads before the rain turns back into snow later tonight. That's the latest here in Lexington. I'm Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. Well, snow removal is going quickly for crews also in Franklin County.
Most of the main and side roads have been cleared, and there haven't been many problems reported on the roads around Frankfort. WKYT's Mike Linden continues our First Alert Weather Team coverage with a look at the conditions there.
With some spots in Kentucky still seeing snow and wintry mix, Franklin County officials say they've lucked out this winter. While snow totals in some parts of the state are over 5 inches, it's been somewhat mild in Franklin County. Emergency management officials say outside of a few minor wrecks, drivers have been very safe on the roads. There have also been no reports of downed trees or power outages countywide. The roads look good too, as city and county road crews have cleared most of the main and side roads in the county. Franklin County Emergency Management Deputy Director Mark Wood says the county has been lucky this winter.
I've been out a little bit this morning, driving around some of the county roads, and yeah, everything is starting to shape up pretty good. Hopefully kids will be back in school tomorrow.
Wood says even though there hasn't been very many accidents nor power outages across the county, he still wants to remind people to drive safely on the roadways, to avoid driving if you can, but if you need to use caution when doing so. In Franklin County, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Mike, thank you. And emergency management officials say despite the snow melting into the low-lying areas, they are not very concerned about flooding right now, at least in that part of the state. Side roads remain a mess for drivers in Pulaski County. Those messy roads slowed down firefighters who were trying to reach a house fire on Rainy Road today. The home couldn't be saved. Main roads in Pulaski County, such as 27 and 80, are clear. Now remember, you can stay up to date on radar, the forecast, and the latest closings at WKYT.com. And you can also find the information by downloading the WKYT News app. We are learning more about what happened the night of a Lexington woman's murder.
The information came from police testimony today in the case of Alan Burgess. Police say Burgess shot and killed Kara Green at a home on Scottsdale Circle in June of 2014. He was arrested last December. WKYT's Victor Puente shows us what police told the court.
Alan Burgess didn't speak during this hearing, but there was testimony from police about the evidence that led to his arrest. Burgess was already in the Bourbon County Detention Center when he was charged with murder in December. Police say in June of 2014, he fired multiple shots into a home on Scottsdale Circle, hitting 4 people. One of them, Kiara Green, died from her injuries. After the shooting, police say they found a baseball cap near the scene, and DNA from that cap matched Alan Burgess. They say Burgess was feuding with a man who lived at the home. At his preliminary hearing, Detective Robert Wilson testified that they also connected Burgess to the crime through the gun used to kill Green. He said they took that gun from Burgess during an arrest in 2015, and lab testing confirmed it was the same weapon that killed her.
The shell casings and the projectile pulled from Ms. Green came from the gun that was on Mr. Burgess' body on, I believe, February 13th of 2015.
At the end of the hearing, Burgess's case was sent on to the grand jury, who will decide if there's enough evidence to indict him. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Thank you. And Burgess is also facing charges in Bourbon County, including resisting arrest, fleeing or evading police, and wanton endangerment, first degree. A fallen police officer's widow, his family and law enforcement are fighting to keep the man convicted of killing him in prison. A jury found Glenn Donahue guilty of manslaughter in the 2010 death of Lexington police officer Brian Durman. Today, Brandy Durman was among those who told 3 members of the parole board why Donahue shouldn't be released. She talked about the effect her husband's death has had on their son.
Because he is already terrified that if his daddy can go to work one night while he's asleep and die as a policeman, what could happen to the rest of us?
Brandy Durman also brought 5,000 letters from the community asking for Donahue to stay in prison. He gets his turn before the board tomorrow. His first attempt to get parole 2 years ago was denied.
A traffic stop led police to a stash of drugs, weapons, and money. Bardstown police say they stopped Joshua Salazar on Sunday night. They found marijuana, cocaine, oxycodone, $3,000 in cash, and a gun in his car. Police got a search warrant for Salazar's apartment as well, and they say they found more cocaine, weapons, ammunition, and $27,000 in cash. Salazar is facing a long list of charges today, including drug trafficking. Police also arrested Tess Holbrook on drug charges. They say she shares the apartment with Salazar. Well, it is a way to honor Kentuckians with special needs. We'll tell you about one pageant, what they're aiming to do.
That's right. That's coming up on WKYT News at 12:30.
We have the rain increasing from the south. We're going to be widespread throughout the rest of the day, and then it switches over into snow later on tonight, and it's pretty heavy snow too. I'll show you where that lines up coming up next.
More real news every morning.
Intelligence services are on alert this morning.
If you had one concern about where the market is today, what would it be?
How do you get the confidence back of the American people?
That's our promise to you.
It is a story you'll see only on CBS This Morning.
See for yourself on CBS This Morning.
When big news breaks, be the first to know. Download the WKYT News app and turn on push alerts. Breaking news at your fingertips when you need to know what's going on.
If you have arthritic knee pain that's stopping you from enjoying life, this new information about osteorelief could be for you. Specially trained local doctors are now using advanced medical science to finally make headway for people suffering from knee arthritis pain. It may even be for those who suffer from bone on bone and are considering knee replacement surgery. Are you one of the millions of Americans who have difficulty with simple everyday tasks, rising from a chair, walking, climbing stairs without using the handrail? If so, the osteorelief method utilizes cutting-edge video motion imaging. With this imaging, these doctors can precisely guide an FDA-approved cushioning gel to relieve pain and help heal your knees. This innovative procedure is covered by Medicare and most major insurance if you qualify. And you'll be walking out in as little as 15 minutes. For a limited time, these specially trained doctors are offering a risk-free screening. Call to schedule your knee relief screening today.
These little chickies and little doggies are small, but they're intense.
Oh, yeah, small but intense, like my niece Hannah.
Oh, yeah. And you take karate?
Yes, she does. Show them how intense you are, Hannah.
Oh, my God. Hey!
Yes. Now finish him. Bow to her, Peter.
I'm gonna bow to it.
Bow to her, Peter.
Big flavor in a little package. New little chickies and little doggies. And grab a burrito and drink for $3 delivered in 2 minutes, guaranteed. This is how you Sonic.
Getting hurt in a car wreck can change your life. It can be frustrating dealing with the medical bills, car repairs, and don't forget the painful therapy you may have to go through. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. I'm attorney Darryl Isaacs, the Hammer. Just call my office if you've been hurt in a car wreck. We'll work hard to get you everything you deserve. Let us take care of everything so you can get your life back. Call in the Hammer.
Call in the Hammer. There's a way to go down to 553-0000.
I'm WKYT Sam Dick, and I stand for Kentucky.
Looking around town and looking at those roadways, the roadways still look pretty good, except for the far southern half. That's where we're seeing some pretty sloppy conditions outside with the rain moving on in. But if you're heading northbound, across 75, I've heard no issues. Frankfort, remember, these temperatures are just above freezing. So we're talking 35 to about 37 degrees at this very moment. That means no real ice chance there on the roadways. You're looking southbound, and this rain's really washing away a lot of that snow on the ground. This continues to track northbound. It'll be right along 64 if you go east of Lexington. So you're talking about Moorhead, you're talking about Bath County, work your way into Montgomery County, all the way to Carter and Ashland over toward Boyd County. That is going to be within the next hour or two. But if you're looking back toward the west, I mean, we still have some time here in Lexington and also Frankfort. Trying to go out and run some errands, you want to do it here within the hour. Look down south, still trying to switch over a little bit with those temperatures in the higher elevation. But for the most part, this is just heavy rain and also looking for a little sleet mixed in too. We've heard a couple of reports of that. But this all moves northbound, so keep in mind it's going to be widespread the rest of the afternoon, off into the evening hours. Those hours are the best chance for localized flooding. Not only are you looking at heavy rain, 1 to 3 inches of rain, but you're also looking at the melting of the snow. That's going to be something to watch out for as people are coming home later on this evening. And off into the night, that's when things start to get a little interesting. Where does this band of snow set up? When does it transition over? As of right now, what I'm leaning toward is that 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. time frame to see that transition. If it transitions during that time, that's where we'll start to see some things add up. If it transitions after that, we won't see very heavy snow, but I'm leaning toward 2 to 6 inches of snow along the 75 corridor and back toward the east. Here's the outlined area. There are some spots that have a little better of a chance. I would say it actually has a better of a chance of around the Mountain Parkway, 64, head up 68 and work your way back towards, say, Vanceburg, as opposed to, say, Hazard and also the mountainous areas. But the questions, okay, what is it going to transition into first? Also, when is it going to transition? Because if it transitions early, you're talking about heavy, heavy snow. If you're not, and it transitions later, 3, 4 a.m., then you're talking about a good 2 to 3 inches. But 2 to 6 inches, pretty widespread in this region. That does include Lexington and Ware. I believe it's going to be right along 75 corridor, at least around it, and then it moves eastbound. Here's your look the next 7 days. Guys, we're talking about that tonight and into tomorrow. We'll take a 12-hour break after this system moves out tomorrow morning. Then we have another wintry mix going to be flying on through Tuesday later on in the day. Wednesday, a couple of flurries, but after that, Thursday through your weekend, boy, does it look nice. I promised you guys this last week. I was like, yes, thank you, Lord, that it came through, man. People would have hated me after that. But, yeah, 60 degrees showing up next week.
Looks good, yeah.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Just a matter of getting there, right?
That's right.
All right. Thank you, Micah. Coming back in a moment, honoring Kentucky women with special needs.
Details about the Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous pageant next on WKYT.
The treasure folks are loving is the ocean's greatest haul. McDonald's Filet-O-Fish, the most golden of them all.
Right now, get 2 flaky Filet-O-Fish sandwiches for just $5.
Hurt in a car accident?
We got you covered.
Hughes & Coleman made it simple.
All you do is call.
Car repairs, medical bills, gone.
The last thing you need now are bills.
I made that call.
Get the team that cares.
Hughes & Coleman took care of it all.
You got questions, we've got answers.
And let me tell you, experience counts.
We get results.
Who are you gonna call?
What are you waiting for? 800-800-4600.
Who's your lawyer?
Now that we've added adjustable base, I can sit up without propping pillows up or having it just everything move around.
You don't have to do anything. It does everything for you.
You can read a book or watch your movies, get your taxes done, whatever. It's like kind of perfect.
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic. Sleep Outfitters offers 0% financing on every Tempur-Pedic every day at every location. Find your nearest location at sleepoutfitters.com.
Folks have been taking the short drive to satisfaction for over 20 years. Folks from everywhere come here, not just from here in Winchester. And who wouldn't come here? With over 2,500 vehicles to choose from here in Winchester, Kentucky. No matter if it's 100 miles or the short drive from Lexington, our staff will help you start your journey. Tim Short Chevrolet.
Home security can be easier than you think. Whether you're a first-time customer or you're unhappy with your current service, Bates simplifies security and makes switching your service to Bates easy. You keep your existing equipment and we do the rest. Switch your system today and get 3 months free monitoring. Recently named Central Kentucky Small Business of the Year.
Bates Security, protecting what matters most.
It's the right thing to do. What's that?
It's what they do, like lifetime rotation and balancing and free alignment with any new tire.
No free kittens?
Kittens? We could do that?
I hate that guy.
Wake up with a hot McCafe coffee starting at only $1.
Welcome back. Great to have you along. It is a pageant that honors Kentucky women with special needs. Registration is open for the Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous pageant right now.
We're joined now by Morgan Fouts, Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous Director, along with Gabrielle McCone, Miss Fantastic 2015. Glad to have you in here. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Well, tell us about what's coming up and who is eligible.
Yes, so this is the Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous pageant for girls who have special
special needs here in Kentucky. So girls who are 9 and older who do have special needs are eligible for the pageant. And the program is designed to help the girls build self-confidence, speaking, social skills, and then also we have some community service outreach programs that they can be involved in as well.
So a lot going on there.
Yes.
Gabrielle, we see you are Miss Fantastic. You have it right there on your sash. What's it been like for you to be involved in this?
It was awesome, and like all my friends are like, congratulations, we're so happy for you.
Oh,
and
that's
it was
great.
A lot of fun just being in the pageant and having all my friends, because I met a lot of new people, and it was just fun.
Oh, it's great to hear, right? I mean, and to hear those compliments for you, did that really sort of build your confidence?
Oh, it did, very much so. Like, I can go out in public and be like, I don't have to worry about my makeup or my hair, what to wear, because I know, like, I won this pageant for being me. So.
Well, that's wonderful. And now someone else will get the opportunity to go through this as well. How do people get involved in this?
Yeah, so you can find us on Facebook at Miss Fantastic and Miss Fabulous, or you can just email me. It's directorfantasticfabulous.com. It's a little long, but just contact us that way and we'll get you a packet and get you signed up.
Oh, very good. Are there other ways that the public can help you? I mean, do you have other needs besides that they register and maybe show up for the pageant?
Yes. So contestants, obviously, we're looking for, but then also for sponsors. We feed the girls lunch. They are there all day, so we practice. We feed them lunch, so a lunch sponsor would be great. Or two, if there's any hair salons that would like to come in, we do provide the girls with hair and makeup that day, so that would be a great service as well to donate.
It's all coming out April 30th, April 16th at 3 o'clock at Ashland Avenue Baptist Church. What was the most fun part of that day for you, Gabrielle?
Getting to meet all new people and like getting my hair and makeup and practicing done.
Getting some pampering.
Yes.
That's really great.
All right, and I know you're pleased that there will be others who will have the same experience coming up. Very good. Well, thanks for coming in.
Good luck
with it. Thank you so much.
Hope it's a great day on that one. All right, coming next, they're an all-female bluegrass band and they're from the hills of eastern Kentucky.
Music from Coal Town, Dixie, next on WKYT.
Hi everyone, Amber Canoy here from momseveryday.com on WKYT. I know sometimes as moms, sleep is a glorious luxury that seems to escape most of us, but we can't let it escape our kids. It's too important. Sleepiness in children can really impact their learning and overall grades. So if your child's grades are slipping, it might be time to look at their bedtime. Many studies show a direct correlation between higher amounts of sleep and higher grades. So making sure our kids get enough sleep is just another way we can help encourage academic success. Plus, I know as parents, many of us wonder how we'll pay for college. Well, with the help of the Kentucky Lottery-funded Key Scholarship Program, which rewards students based upon their high school GPA and ACT, higher education is possible. Let's just make sure as parents we are doing everything in our power to encourage academic success. And one simple way is making sure our kids get enough sleep. After all, the Kentucky Lottery is fueling imagination, funding education.
When I'm lucky enough to meet you out in public, the question I'm most often asked is, what is Emma up to? So let me tell you. As usual, she stays busy investigating accident scenes, sniffing out evidence, and solving cases. But recently, she became a big sister. Meet Molly. Emma loves Molly. She doesn't know if she's her kid's sister or daughter. Unfortunately, she sometimes thinks she's the baby. When you write Emma, she'll write you back. Morgan & Morgan, for our dogs.
Negotiating an injury settlement with an insurance company directly without an attorney may seem like a good idea at first. After all, you get the whole pie. But studies by the insurance industry itself found that settlements are much larger when the injured person is represented by an attorney. Hi, I'm Kevin Renfro of the Becker Law Office. Most importantly, even after the attorney's fee is paid, you still get more than settling by yourself. Don't go it alone. Serious, experienced results. Call the Becker Law Office. Just dial 3.
I wasn't too thrilled about dentures, but I need to be able to chew. So I called Aspen Dental. They got me right in because my visit was long overdue. And no one on staff even made me feel bad that I hadn't been in since the leg warmer fad. My new dentures came with a great guarantee, so this giant pretzel's got nothing on me.
With dentures starting at $3.99 and a money-back guarantee, dentistry's never been easier. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
All across America, families are coming back to Time Warner Cable for a whole new experience.
We came back for internet speeds so fast, even the kids are impressed. Oh, she's impressed.
We're catching up on movies and shows on demand just as fast as we can watch them.
TWC's home Wi-Fi is so strong, we can use all our devices at the same time.
Come back today. You'll get 30 meg internet, TV, phone, and more for $89.99 a month. And ask how you could get a $300 reward card. Call now.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Wild 1039.
Welcome back in. We wanted to check weather before we go this afternoon. Mike has been tracking all of that for us, and it has been a lot to watch over the last 24 hours. So here he is as we head into the next hours. Micah.
Yeah, and the next hours is really going to be crucial because we'll start to see that rain really slide northbound, take over Lexington, take over the Bluegrass, even portions up toward northern Kentucky, too. It's going to be widespread rain. And as you can see here, very heavy rain, too. We're looking at anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain from now all the way through the nighttime hours. But then you get 10 p.m. to about 2 a.m. This is one of those points that you're just going to have to watch. We call it nowcasting instead of forecasting. It's just so hard to forecast when this switchover comes. Nowcasting means you're going to have to watch radar. So Chris Bailey, he's going to be in here at 4 p.m. He's going to get you updated on this and get you updated on that radar, too.
All right, thank you.
Well, The Young and the Restless is next, followed by The Talk at 2.
The news is always on at WKYT.com. We want to leave you this afternoon coming up here with some good music. And tonight's Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour is canceled because of weather, but they actually came in studio.
Despite the weather, Coldtown Dixie, a rising all-female bluegrass band hailing from the hills of eastern Kentucky, stopped by WKYT. They'll be rescheduled to play at Wood Songs at a later date, but they played a little music for us today. And remember that cancellation of tonight's performance, but they'll be back and we hope you enjoy it.